Time now for the Peter Chill Saturday Morning News for this Saturday morning, April 11th, 2015. Welcome to Saturday morning, April 11th, 2015. Here are your news and I here and top story here at 8:11 here on this. Saturday morning here is on Sunday. Hillary Clinton will announce her presidential run and plans to use next week to raise an insane amount of money, an insider said. In Miami, as U.S. President Barack Obama and Cuban President Raul Castro prepare for the first in-person discussion after the historic handshake on Friday night at the Summit of the Americans and the Panama, there are mixed feelings in the heart of the Cuban. Karen Sharp on Friday visited her son Michael under circumstances no matter what happens as no mother would ever want to endure. She saw Michael T. Slager, a former police officer charged with murder, from beyond a glass prison partition. Fierce 7 cruising another big weekend in the box office. General Electric Company will shed most of its finance unit and return as much as $90 billion to shareholders once it becomes a simpler industrial business instead of a really hybrid of banking and manufacturing. In Cairo, Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Jaman, chairman of the Arab Parliament and the Arab League, said he's disappointed with a Pakistani parliament should have remained neutral in the Yemeni conflict. In Cairo, an Egyptian court on Saturday sentenced an American citizen, Mohammed Sultan Alive, imprisonment for supporting Islamic protests against the military after President Mohammed Morsi of the Muslim Brotherhood in December of 2013. In New Delhi, India on Saturday asked Pakistan a fresh appeal against the release of Mumbai attacks mastermind Zakir Rahman Zakavi. A car bomb exploded on a Thai island on the coast of Myanmar that injured 7 people may be linked to the country's political turmoil, a spokesman for the country's military government has said. United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has called for an action to prevent a massacre of Palestinian refugees in Syria's Yemen camp after that, just after all the Palestinian factions against that agreed with the Syrian government to use military force that expelled the Islamic State. Cholos for France, and Airbus says that it's ready to manufacture helicopters in Prime Minister Narendra Modi. 10 San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies were placed on mystery leave on
Friday after TV news video showed them beating and kicking a suspect. In Washington and Kansas City, a Kansas man was arrested on Friday as part of an FBI sting operation in which he was spotted. A suicide car bombed at Fort Riley Army Base in support of the Islamic State military group, prosecutors said. The number of U.S. rigs drilled for the oil fell that most of the month decided that America's cutbacks aren't over yet, as Baker Hughes in its weekly release said the number of rigs explored for oil and natural gas in the U.S. Some Silicon Valley companies readily admit that all those green acres that employs perks like on-site jobs, swimming pools, and free laundry didn't come. Fall General Wireless, an affiliate at Temple Club, acquired 1,743 Radio Shack stores, spreading green income to be co-tenants in 1,045 of them as part of Smith's initiative to add additional investments in regional communities. Eddie Redmayne reportedly leaving the cast of Harry Potter spin-off. The new species of Ferus racids, recognized as Lala Warvis, scarcely lived in Argentina and, of course, on a Pliocene period, and its almost complete skeleton reveals that this terror bird, a carnivorous, flightless bird that grew up in 10 feet in height. Experts from the University of Toronto and researchers from Yale University have unraveled the process in which a mosasaurus gives birth to the young. Young sea turtles use an attractive technology. Marine scientists have discovered that rather than fall ocean currents, as they grow up, young sea turtles make joint effort to swim in particular directions in a study that fills the void of lost years. The youngest ever recipient of the Nobel Prize, Malala Yousafzai, has her name after her. The asteroid, discovered by M. Mainzer, an astronomer at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, will now be called Asteroid Malala. People who are obese and middle-aged run a lower risk of developing dementia later, but they should not be used as an excuse to be overweight or obese. The cure for baldness may be plucking your hair in a specific pattern as pattern plucking brings about a thicker hair fine steady. Okay, let us take a look at some sports news here at 8:16. It took 19 innings, but the Boston Red Sox defeat the New York Yankees 6-5, while the Boston Celtics defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland 99-90. Today, Joe Kelly will be on mound today as the Boston Red Sox will square up against the New York Yankees. Game time 1:05 p.m. The New England Red Bulls will be at Gillette Stadium at Columbus Crew, while the Boston Bruins will play the final regular season game taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning at 7:30 p.m. down in Tampa, Florida. Peter Cello news times now 8:17 here. And Jordan Spieth made Friday feel like Sunday at the Masters. Fans rose to their feet and upon him when Spieth walked into 12th tee and for the next 2 hours, ovations greeted him on tee boxes as Jordan Spieth makes history at the Masters. As the pre-draft workouts have come on, numbers are proven. Jameis Winston is ready to become an NFL quarterback. For Peter Cello news times 8:17 here, and it is time now for a driver reported smooth sailing down West Byways the week there, and we got Route 24 on the northbound side, south of 140 in Taunton all the way out to Route 44 in Raynham here. And we got an accident on that's back into the westbound side at South Boston. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here on this Saturday morning here. And a look at what's going on in the NBTA. Subway's looking good. The commuter rail's doing fine, and the ferries are smooth sailing here. Peter Cello news time 8:19. Time now for a weather report here on this Saturday morning here. For today, most of the skies have about 58 degrees. West wind about 10 to 60 miles per hour because the is 29 miles per hour. Tonight, most of the skies low about 33 degrees. West wind about 5 to 9 miles per hour. For Sunday, south skies have about 67 degrees. West wind about 7 miles per hour. Saturday night, clear skies low about 40 degrees. Southwest wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour coming after midnight. Monday, south skies have about 65 degrees. South wind about 5 to 13 miles per hour. With gusts is 23 miles per hour. Monday night, chance of showers made after 2 a.m. Mostly clouds got low about 40 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Tuesday, showers are coming before noon. Mostly clouds got about 60 degrees. And chance of precipitation is 70%. So that, podcast got low about 41 degrees. Wednesday, sunny mostly good skies about 61 to about 39 degrees. For Thursday, most sunny podcast skies about 60 to about 42 degrees. And for Friday, chance of showers, podcast skies is about 59 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 30%. Our northern temperature here at 8:20, standing at 51 degrees with fair skies. And that is going to be it for the Peter Cello Saturday morning news on this Saturday morning, April 11th, 2015 on PWC. Have a good day with a good positive attitude. See you later on. Bye, buddy.